Alrighty, nice. Okay. So OBS just updated for me earlier, and now I've got a YouTube live control panel, which is interesting. I'm wondering how that's gonna work with. I used to have. There used to be an option, or a little add-on. Um, I had an add-on that would let me stream to multiple places at once. But the cool thing with the YouTube Live Control panel is that lets me see like concurrent viewers, chat rate, views, stuff like that. Shows me like the stream quality at the moment. But yeah, so I'm just training some fishing. We're pretty close to level 51. I think it's literally like five. It's probably like 5 or 6 more fish to get until we hit 51. But I was watching Beast Fable's video. Although I keep calling him Fabled Beast because I don't know. For me, it rolls off the tongue a little bit better. But it's Beast Fable. I for At least in the new player guide, I called him Fabled Beast. I don't know. I think that name does sound pretty awesome. Either way, uh, but I did not mean to call him Fabled Beast. It definitely meant to call him Beast Fable. But I corrected it. I corrected it in the video with some text. But I'm currently fishing lobsters, which takes a little bit of time. And actually, I was attempting to use TeamViewer to play while I was on the toilet, and actually it didn't work too bad. I have an S23 Ultra, so I have an S Pen, which worked pretty good. I mean, honestly, a Bluetooth mouse would be better. And actually, the funny thing was, um, OBS was OBS was seeing it normally. So like the RuneScape Classic window was lagging, but like I would just look at OBS and and OBS would show me like it would like show me the quality of the stream. I don't know how to really say that. Also, if I minimize OBS, it unfortunately minimizes the chat window. So I guess I could have it. I guess I could have two monitors, but I don't actually have two monitors set up. Although I could use my laptop screen as a second monitor, which I am attempting to try to set up. I'm moving all of my electronics repair equipment to my shed. I have a little workbench set up with my 3D printing stuff. So I'm just I'm planning to just move it all in there. That'll get it out of the way. It'll clear up my room that I currently just do shit in my room. It'll make this area a lot cleaner, and well, I'm surprised I haven't caught one yet. Usually I don't go this long. Okay, we have to catch one more, and it'll tell us. Pretty sure we catch one more, and we'll level up. Yep, about 4 or 5. Figured as much. Well, I should say I must have streamed. Um, I must have streamed RuneScape Classic at some point because I had a RuneScape Classic thumbnail like already done up. So at some point I must have streamed Classic. Also, I don't know if the audio is gonna sound decent. I guess I could pull it up on my phone to check. That's actually how I used to like monitor my stats and stuff. But actually um, having the um, whatchamacallit, the little YouTube control panel is pretty nice. So alright, well I guess the chat works. At least I was able to send something in chat. Anyway, I figured because I didn't want to record myself training fishing because I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty boring. I just sit here and we just click and we cage fish. for like a million times. How much we need? 277. That's not bad. Hopefully we cook at least 90% of. Hopefully we at least cook like 90% of the lobsters, because then we'd make. We're not gonna make insane money. I think if we manage to cook all of it, which is probably not gonna happen, there's probably gonna be bags of lobsters that we just don't cook, or like that we cook less than 50% or close to 50%. I so far hadn't had a problem cooking lobsters. I mean, my cooking is only 44, and I don't know if we needed any higher. We need 53 for Heroes Quest. Okay, so we need 53 cooking, 53 fishing. Not really exactly sure why we need cooking and fishing that high, but hey, there we go. We got another fishing level. Nice. Hopefully maybe we'll get lobsters a little bit more frequently now. Somebody else on the server, I think it was Hex, I don't know if the name is Hexa or just Hex, but Hex said that around 58 he was getting lobsters pretty consistently, so I'm hoping we're at least going to get them a little bit more consistently at 51, which even at 50 I wasn't getting them very consistently, but you know, as we level up, the higher our chances to actually successfully fish. And I don't know if on the wiki it shows, like, as you level up, like, your percentage chance to fish something. I guess that's definitely something worth looking into. Yo, how's it going? Yeah, I figured, I watched Beast Fable's video, and he was saying that there used to be at least a few people that streamed RuneScape Classic, so I figured I didn't really want to record myself fishing because it's super boring. So I figured, you know, I'd give streaming at least like maybe like once a week, maybe twice a week, stream some RuneScape Classic, because at least according to Beast Fable, there's not really anybody streaming it on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick. So good thing with streaming to YouTube is it saves your videos, your streams to your channel, so you can just download them and then edit them. Not always the best quality, unfortunately, but that also was stuff I streamed from my PS4 a long time ago, so it could look a lot better when I'm streaming from my PC and then download it off of YouTube. So I think you can also stream and record at the same time, but I don't want my laptop to blow up. So yeah, I do kind of wish he'd still make content. I guess he's on he was on some kind of video game hiatus. I'm not really sure what for or why, but I happened to run into his podcast, his RuneScape Classic podcast he was doing, and so not terrible. I mean, we're pushing for that 650 total level at the moment. Well, mostly I'm just trying to grind out some levels for Legends Quest, getting that 53 fish. I don't know exactly why I chose lobster, but having the lobster, like a big pool of lobster for food, will be nice when we have to do questing, especially for Heroes. Heroes Quest is going to be a pain in the ass. It took me so long to do Heroes Quest on Old School RuneScape because, well, to be fair, on Old School RuneScape, I'd say it's both easier and harder because of a lot of the new mechanics that they have in Old School. Oh shit! Oh no! Damn! All right, quickly to the bank! Run, buddy, run! But yeah, I'm not looking forward to Heroes Quest. I forgot how difficult that quest is gonna be on here, but it should be a little bit easier because the game doesn't have as many mechanics in it. But we'll see. We'll see. Just 300, nice. I would say the only thing that I wish RC Plus had He did say something about that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but he did mention that some stuff went down, like either on the Discord or just with some of the higher up peeps, and he said he felt like he probably wouldn't be welcome back, but I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunate, but yeah, I did see he was doing some free to play RuneScape Classic stuff, which I don't know exactly how that works. I don't know if he's playing like on the single player version, because I know after after Classic closed, there was a single player version which I'm pretty sure was open RSC, and there was a single player version of Classic that people were running, but I don't know if that's what he's playing or if he's just straight up opened his own multiplayer server. So, well, as far as I can tell, this is the most populated vanilla server, because RSC Vanilla over the guys who do Dynasty, their vanilla server is pretty much dead. There's like maybe 5 people playing on it. Unfortunately, they don't have pop numbers. Like, that's one thing I really like about OpenRSC and RSC Preservation, is that they're inside the multi-client. Yeah, he didn't really talk about it either. He just said that some stuff had gone down between him and maybe some of his friends, so he felt like he really wasn't welcome on the server anymore. Which is, hey, you know what? People feel how they feel. I feel like if you didn't do anything wrong, like you didn't say anything too inappropriate, like cussing and other stuff, like that's fine. Or if you didn't cheat, or like weren't part of the dupe hack. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're a decent person, you shouldn't feel like you shouldn't play over here. But respect to him for standing by his buddies. There. It's a good guy for standing by his friends, I suppose. But yeah, I think Dynasty seems cool. I'm interested in trying out some of the servers that have other like new content on it. I don't really feel like a lot of people play 2001 Scape on here, um, considering that there's literally nobody playing it at the moment. So, and I think 2001 Scape, unless 2001 Scape is just like the OG version, but I thought 2001 Scape was supposed to be the one that had like new content on it and stuff, but I could be wrong. I'd imagine 2001 Scape is just everything that was out in 2001. So, because I don't think members was a thing until like late 2001, early 2002. I was trying to look like through like historical documents on RuneScape Classic, like exactly when membership came out. I mean, I guess I could just go pull it up on the wiki if I really wanted to. Yep, first announced October 4th, 2001, and officially released February 2002, so early 2002. See, that's what I thought based on like just looking at when quests were released. It kind of looked like it. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured once I talked it out to myself. I played on. There's another RuneScape Classic private server. I can't remember which one. Maybe it's Revolution. It's one of the ones that has like the Iron Man and the veteran stuff built into it. At the time, those were the only servers. That was the only server I knew of. So I played on. I believe it was Revolution, but they had like a veteran. They had like a veteran mode where it was 1 times XP. Ah, nah, you're good. I wanted to double check when membership came out, so I pulled up the wiki. Um, but I played on Revolution, and I've wound up losing all of the footage I had. I pretty much recorded everything, but the problem was it was recorded to my internal hard drive, and unfortunately, my laptop doesn't have any SATA ports. I've taken the bottom off, it's a gaming laptop, so I wasn't surprised that it didn't have any. All it has is NVMe slots on it, or M2 slots. I can't remember exactly which one it is. I think it's M2 slots. Uh, but honestly, I mean, I think it's cool. I really like the RuneScape Classic game engine. So I'm definitely gonna go try those out. That's obviously way in the future. Like I'm planning to play here until I at least beat Legends Quest and KBD, and then not really sure what I plan to do after. I mean, we don't have a lot of quests left to do. I say that while having Legends Quest, Underground Pass, uh, where's another one? Waterfall Quest. Watchtower is gonna be a fucking pain. And Heroes Quest and Lost Cities. I'm still pretty far away from actually completing them, but my plan is to do Legends Quest, and lumped into Legends Quest, I plan to do all the quests in the game. Even though, unfortunately, I would like to not complete Watchtower, but I think when I asked, somebody said I can leave one of the single quest point quests left. Yeah, it was on my NVMe, and I don't remember exactly what happened. It actually might not have been. It might have been on one of my external hard drives. But the problem was I accidentally hard wiped one of my drives, which was my I had an external drive I was using for like movies and stuff, and that's where I was saving a lot of my footage. And it got hard wiped. Like I'm not exactly sure what happened. Like I tried recovering the data, and it just yeah, it did not recover anything. I wrote zeros to that bad boy. We straight up nuked it. But I mean, the problem that I had with Revolution. Ah, okay, okay, right. I think you posted, but with a different account. But maybe that was just somebody else was just referencing Christoph. Okay, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Um, Either it was on a hard drive or one of my flash drives, but if that's the case, that it's probably long gone. But anyway, the problem I had with Revolution is while it was cool to have a veteran mode, so you could kind of get more of that like traditional, like original experience. The problem is they've changed drop tables for certain enemies, so the wiki was like pretty much useless because a lot of at least it seemed to me like the drop rate and the drop tables for certain enemies in the game for certain characters it was different. Like I was fighting barbarians and it was like stuff that they were dropping that wasn't on their drop tables. So I don't know if Revolution had their own wiki or like had their own drop tables for wikis or something like that. As far as I can tell, that server crashed and burned. I don't exactly know what happened to Revolution, but I don't know. I'm not against stuff adding. I'm not against vanilla servers adding in like an Iron Man account. Obviously, it's already 1 times XP. Uh, I'm not against adding Iron Man accounts because, in my opinion, that does not really change anything about the actual game itself. It just modifies the account. So it'd be cool to have an Iron Man account option on here. I don't know how hard it would be to code it in there. Probably not super difficult. I've never messed around with a RuneScape Classic private servers, so I can't say whether like how hard it would be to edit account settings. Um, but I'm sure there's got to be an option in there to prevent like if you set an Iron Man account, there's got to be an option in there or setting in there somewhere to prevent people from trading. Oh, all right, we'll just walk over here. Well, damn, we actually got a lot of high-level people fishing over here today. It's not just alts. Nice, we got an easy one this time. Yeah, and that's also a thing I've seen that that Beast Fable has talked about. And I think I've seen it mentioned, like people just talking about it in the Discord and just in general when I first started playing, which would have been about 9, 10 months ago, early 2000 or early 2023. I think I started playing about January, February of 2023 because I didn't post a video until like 9 months ago. Oh, nice. Hey, that's pretty good. I think the only thing I saw that wasn't completely 100% was combat, and I'm not exactly sure how or why it's not correct. Like something to do with like being able to stand on players. Maybe the range wasn't correct either. Like, oh, I think I know what it was. It had to do with elevation, like different elevations. Like there was a problem with like properly implementing ranged because of elevation changes or something like that. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with that, but yeah, honestly, I feel bad because my tablet, I used RSC Plus back in 2016, 2017, and I'm pretty sure I had an ass ton of captures from back then, like the official Jagex servers. But my Windows tablet died, and it nuked my SD card at the time. So I've uh, I've looked to try to recover what was on the drive, like was on my the internal memory to see if there was anything there, but I couldn't find anything. But I definitely know I had some captures from back then. Which they wouldn't have been anything insane. They wouldn't have been anything insane. Like it would have just been. I think my account wasn't even this far. Like this is the farthest I've ever gone on Classic. Pretty much, if you've seen my last ride RuneScape Classic video, that's about as far as I got my account because I had found out. Like I think I started like late 2016 when I don't even remember what video I saw. Maybe 25 buttholes did a video. I mean, that would have been way in the past. I honestly don't know how I found it, or I heard that they had permanently reopened it. I think maybe there was just like something like officially released by Jagex that said they're officially opening the servers permanently. But when I heard that they were closing the servers, like maybe it was like mid 2017 or something, I just chose to stop playing altogether. I kind of wish I'd kept playing to just see how far I could get, but um, yeah, I didn't get like super far on my account or anything. So it'd have been like a bunch of Alcarid like snapshots, or like me thieving the nature chest a million times, or me stealing cakes from the cake stall, like arty stuff. Like, unfortunately, there really wouldn't have been any snapshots from killing monsters and stuff. But I do know that a bunch of people like grinded pretty much every enemy in the game before the servers closed to get snapshots and stuff. So as far as I can tell, like pretty much 99% of the game is complete and out there. It seems like at least Open RSC is pretty much 100% complete. Yeah, so you can see at least like my time until goals are completed. It definitely seems like my rate of fishing lobsters is a lot better than it was before. So yeah, well, I mean the tablet still works. I still have it, but and I've managed to somehow, one little blast bit of spark of life that it had, I was able to recover most of the video footage that I had on there, which is where I got most of my. It's where I got most of my footage from my last ride video. So that's where I got most of the footage from my last ride video, because I was able to recover most of the video footage, but all of the RSC Plus snapshot files are gone. Like I said, it really wouldn't have been a lot. I didn't do very much questing, because I knew yeah. Holy shit, 100k. You know, all I gotta say is those Dragonstone amulets were worth a metric shit ton on official servers. Because they broke the crystal chests on there. And really, I think what happened, and this is just a theory, but I'm pretty sure it's correct. The reason they even shut down RuneScape Classic was because they were tired of people asking support to reset the servers. Because the only way to fix the crystal chest bug was for them to restart the servers, and they just didn't want to have to deal with it. Oh, nice, dude. That would be awesome. Showing a percent rate. Now, I assume it scales with your level. So, like, you have like when you hit level 40 and you can fish lobsters, your fish rate's probably like less than. It's got to be less than 20% catch rate on lobsters at that level. You know, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that people don't know who Rendy is. If there's a lot of people on here are, you know, I always felt like I was considered an old head when it came to like RS2. I'm 51 right now. Um, I'm not surprised people don't know who Rendy is because I'm considered an old head when it comes to RS2, but I'm a youngster on this server. If that tells you anything, there's a lot of people that are much older than me. Oh, you know what it was? He did a video. Yes, you're right. He did a video where he was going to try to do the lowest level Legends quest. So, I would be interested in trying that. You know, I'm down to make content and promote Classic. I mean, the new player guide I thought came out really nice. Honestly, though, I will be honest. If I'm planning to do another guide like that, I am gonna make sure that I have video footage because if you guys want to see how difficult it was to make this video, how much shit I had to do on my timeline, and it was only 14 minutes. Here, I'll show you guys because I can bring up CapCut real quick. So here's the new player introduction, right? It says 18.6 gigabytes. I don't believe it's that big, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know why it's that big. Let me see if it'll actually come up correctly here. Yeah, not really sure why that didn't pop up there, but so here's the timeline, right? So this was originally the audio. I recorded the audio. I wrote a script. I recorded the audio, and then from there I built the video off of the audio that I did. Holy cow, I was way off. I was way off of my prediction. I thought it was going to be less than 20%. So, what's it at 40? 40 has to be less than 1% or close to 1% then. That's crazy. Now, to be fair, Hex told me that it was about level 58 when he started catching him consistently, so I'm not surprised it's that low. It's probably closer to 40% at level 58, I would imagine, as it probably goes up exponentially, but so here's all the audio that I did. and I cut it down. So where it's at now, it was even longer. It was probably about 15 minutes. But here's the video, right? And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Now you can tell where I really just started to get kind of tired of editing, because like here, you can tell I put in a ton of work in the beginning, uh, and it was really once I hit this mark here where I was like, all right, I want this thing done today, and so I was like, all right, we're grabbing screenshots. I didn't realize the Clanks gauntlets and the Steel gauntlets look exactly the same, by the way. I thought that was pretty funny. Um, I just started grabbing screenshots because realistically, all the info that I was talking about is on the wiki. I mean, if anybody really wanted to look, they could go look on the wiki for stuff. Uh, but yeah, I kind of just got tired of I got tired of making this video after a while. Um, okay, that seems a little bit better. I think. Honestly, and well, the crazy thing is, it's not that bad. Like we can go look at where's my Dragon Slayer Part 3. Oh, so here's the thing: if you're using CapCut, do not update to the newest version. Cause I'll show this here. Cause I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't know why he keeps doing this either. So, alright, we'll just do this one because it looks like that's working. So if we're looking here, right? I always do this. I always come over here. They have an option to reduce the noise. It just filters out some like the static in the background and stuff. But if you update to the newest version, it'll that's locked behind the pro features. Oh, no. You're good. That makes sense. That makes sense. There's a different calc for that. But yeah, they've locked the reduced noise feature behind the pro features. Like there's a bunch of pro features, but for the most part, there's a lot of pretty much everything that you need is here for free. And the only thing that would be nice to have is on text and stuff. There's a bunch of like text templates and things like these, which would be cool to have for some stuff. But they locked the reduced noise feature behind the pro features. Um, but yeah, they locked a bunch of stuff behind the pro features. It's unfortunate that I think I went a little too far back. I went a little too far back on some of the features. I wonder if this will open. Which is odd because this one will open correctly. This one had a lot more editing stuff because I did like a funny little intro for this one. So yeah, and honestly, some of the cutouts that I did look really shitty on here, and I don't know why this Legendscape is in here. So I don't think it's in the video from what I can tell. I think it was supposed to be flipped around, but anyway, it's not that hard to do these videos. Where is this one? Like as you can see here, like all this fits on one page. Some of the stuff's missing because I've moved it around, but it's when you're doing it based on video, it's not like super hard to. Ah, okay. Now I fixed the video. Now because when I originally did the video, you know, the I was under the impression that batching was in the base game, like at least for mining. Um, but based on what I was reading on the wiki, which is why I've said a few times that I feel like the wiki is incomplete, not completely fully correct. Like some stuff, or it's not that it's not correct. Like some stuff is just kind of vague. But based on the wiki, I was under the impression that it was just like fishing and woodcutting original classic, which is why I added the overlay. But I took the other video down and I re-uploaded it with the proper overlay. So yeah, I was under the impression batching was in the other game. I don't think I trained mining at all on OG Classic. I'm pretty sure I just trained like thieving, combat, and then maybe magic. I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure I only trained a couple of. I really didn't train a lot of skills on there. I don't even think I really did any questing either. Because I added that in. Literally, that was like the last thing that I added into my video was the batching thing. Because I wasn't sure. I was pretty sure it wasn't. It was in the game initially. But it always surprised me that like out of all the things that one had batching involved. But I guess it would make sense because with woodcutting, you can only burn normal logs, so it makes sense that it wouldn't be batching. Since I think, well, I haven't actually tried chopping any higher level trees than normal, just regular trees. So I don't know if there you get multiple logs from other trees. I assume it's 1-to-1 potentially. So I'm not actually sure as far as woodcutting goes. I'm not planning to train woodcutting any farther than I need to. Fire making was actually pretty decent once I got to about 20-25. So just over 300, 327, and we need what, 242 left. So I have about 569, and I would imagine, oh, 1-to-1 on logs. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I was planning on completing tourist traps so that I could get my smithing to 40 so I could start training crafting a little bit quicker. But I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna leave tourist trap to be like the last quest that I do, since as far as I can tell, I don't need it to complete Legends quest. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Actually, I can go look real quick. Legends quest. I've just got quests open. Helps with that. Heroes, Family Crest, Waterfall, Shiloh Village, and Underground Pass. I'd really be dependent on if I need anything else for those. I needed 40 smithing for Family Crest. So. Well, probably. So what I'll probably do then, because I have enough quest points right now to do Legends quest. I'm pretty sure. I mean, to do Heroes quest. So, um, I'll probably leave Watchtower and Tourist Trap as my last two quests, because Tourist Trap will allow me to fight blue dragons. Um, but I could do Heroes quest. But I would assume that the blue dragon in the Heroes Guild is probably, or the Warriors Guild, or whatever the hell it's called on here, it's probably got somebody at it all the time, just because it's the quickest, most efficient way to get dragon bones, I assume. Um, I was training my fishing doing tuna for a while. That's what I was, because you can just one-click the fishing spot, but you can stick it on single mouse button mode, so it's not too bad. And if I want to sell the lobsters later on, it'll be nice. Like I can make a little bit of money back. I pretty much deleted my entire cash stack buying Rune. Although to be fair, I could have bought it cheaper if I bought it from people, but I bought it out of the shop, so I pretty much killed my cash stack buying Rune. Yeah, I want to take the cannon to Taverley, because the cannon, from somebody told me, it doesn't aggro. So if you use the cannon, it won't cause them to aggro. I'm wondering if it'll So the audio looks like it's going into the red occasionally, so I dropped it down to 6.5. I usually have it about 5 minus 5.8 decibels. And that sounded a lot better, like when I did my tier list skills tier list video, and when I did the audio um, for my new player guide. It sounded really good. I think my problem was I had it too low before on some of the other videos, so I had to compensate by boosting the decibels, and then it just didn't sound great. So I prefer it being too loud, dropping it down where I need it, versus it being not loud enough, and then you really never can properly fix it without like using AI to do it. Now, technically, you can one tick them here. You just have to press and hold the left mouse button and then right click. But the only option, or the only feature that I wish was in here that's on the Open RSC client is, on the Open RSC client, you can come in here and you can click an option. There's like a little option that'll show you all the people on the server. So you can literally see every person, like you can see all the names of people that are currently logged in. So I wish that was here on RSC Plus, which is kind of interesting that it's not, because that's kind of for at least from what I can remember, that was like a standard feature on a lot of private servers, but that's not really a feature that would have been original to Classic. So yeah, you can. There's an option for it. Ah, okay. Okay, cool. I like that. But being able to add it like physically into the client is kind of what I meant, because OpenRSC client has it built in. Yeah, I was messing around with a few of the options in here, looking at some of the stuff you can do. Like adding the NPC names overhead, it was really nice. You can do, I think it's help list. Yeah. Well, to be fair, this RC Plus was only made back in 2016 when the servers reopened. So honestly, big props to the guy that made it, because I think it was just a single guy that made the client. So really, really nice from that dude. Really, probably the only reason I played it, because back when they reopened the servers, like on my OGRS3 account, I went back and I played Classic back in 2009, I think, the original reopening. Um, yeah, that tiny ass window, I was like, oof, not great. It honestly really made me not want to play. Yeah, the original tiny web server window is really one of the reasons I didn't play this very much back in the day, or else I probably would have made content for it. Um, I also found my original video from my, not this YouTube account, but my even older account. I think I have an account from back in like 2005, but I could not tell you what the email and password and stuff for that is these days. But I found my original YouTube account when I first started uploading content, and I found my original video from like 15 years ago, showing people how to set up RSC Angel, because it was not really the most intuitive back then, but that was the first ever classic server that I ever played on. At least was RSC Angel. And again, problem with those servers back then is they had boosted XP rates. I didn't really like that. I think there may have been a 1-to-1 option back then, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to at least stream like once a week, maybe twice a week, maybe just to get a little bit more traffic to the game. Even if people don't choose to play on this server, which, in my opinion, if yep, that was also a big thing. I didn't have membership at the time, so I played a lot of RC Angel because I couldn't afford membership back then. Honestly, back in 2009, I really wasn't playing a lot of RuneScape. Um, when I went to the sixth grade, because I still have the it's the Jagex, the official like Scholastic Jagex like RuneScape Classic guide or RuneScape 2 guidebook, and that would have been like 2007 when that came out. I think 2006, 2007. Pretty much my entire class played RuneScape, but when I went to middle school, that was the first time that I was going to a school off base because they didn't have a middle school on base, and I met a kid who played it, but he was more into MapleStory. So me and my sister got really, really, really into MapleStory for a long time, and I played MapleStory for a very long time after that, like probably like a few years, because I didn't really have anybody else to play RuneScape with, and that was when it was changing. They had just initiated the full HD, like the full model HD upgrade. Because it before you could play like the low detail mode, or you could play the HD version, and then they just made the HD version permanent. And after that, I never liked how the game looked personally. I thought it looked kind of goofy. I felt like they kind of like lost the magic that made RuneScape so popular. Obviously, old school RuneScape proves that I was right because it's got like damn near 70,000 plus people playing every single day. So I was right, but it kind of lost its magic for me. So I went and I played a lot of MapleStory back then, and MapleStory was free to play, so you didn't have to pay anything besides like microtransactions and stuff. I had a really cool account. I had a perma beginner account. I had a bamboo hat. I had a purple surfboard. Like people would see me, like usually you didn't see perma beginner accounts very often, and I had a pretty high level perma beginner. I think I was level 50. I was like level 50 plus as a perma beginner. Um, and so one guy came by and he's like, holy shit, a perma beginner, and just gave me 30 million misos, aka gold pieces. So I went and I bought my purple surfboard, which became my best in slot weapon. But I've logged into my account since they've. But the problem is they did a bunch of server merges, and I'm pretty sure all my accounts got deleted, or all not my accounts, but like all my characters were deleted. So if that character still existed somewhere, I'd probably go back and play just for the nostalgia. But they've done a bunch of server merges over the years, and yeah. My character is gone. I'm tempted to. I've got my old video from my other account downloaded. I'm tempted to upload it to my account because I've uploaded a lot of nostalgia content that I found from over the years. I had some other YouTube accounts that I've come across. Um, Like when I showed people how to set up the original Minecraft Java version, some shit like that. Uh, I went back on the 360 and I downloaded or I clipped a lot of the theater footage that I had, and I re-uploaded that stuff onto my YouTube account. Yeah, honestly, if Nexon's kind of foolish for not releasing a MapleStory Classic. I mean, WoW was very vehemently against releasing WoW Classic because they were like, "Oh, you guys don't understand, you won't like it." But you cannot argue with the fact of how popular like old school RuneScape was. I mean, literally a year after EOC drops, they dropped, you know, old school RuneScape, and then the rest was history. They literally saved their company by doing it. It's a little different for WoW, where WoW is still relatively popular, even on the main version, where RuneScape was dead. Like, they had less than 20,000 people playing, and then, Old School comes out, and they're like instantly at like 50,000 plus people playing the game. Um, so then obviously WoW was like, well, let's release our own classic version, and then MapleStory needs a pre-Big Bang server because the Big Bang was kind of when a lot of people fell off of the game. Yeah, nah, for real. Them telling them they didn't want WoW Classic and then WoW Classic has been fucking massive for them is kind of crazy. But I mean, they just a lot of those devs are not like the RuneScape devs. Obviously, Mod Ash is like a goated game developer, not just in RuneScape but across all MMOs, because they realized that people really wanted this shit, and they were like, "All right, well, we'll give it to you." But also because the player base was, the player base went from like 100,000 people, not daily, but very often, like usually it's on the weekends, 100,000 people, to having less than 20K. You got to do something. The Titanic is sinking, and you got to start locking some doors down. But Nexon has been very vehemently against releasing a MapleStory Classic, a pre-Big Bang MapleStory, and I think it's mostly because the gotcha mechanics were very predatory back then. I personally didn't never buy any microtransactions back then. I didn't buy any MapleStory bucks or whatever the hell it was called back then, Maple Cash, something like that. Um, I never bought any of that stuff. So I think maybe I did one time, but then I was like, this is shit's kind of worthless. So there are private servers for MapleStory, like pre-Big Bang private servers, but um, I would love an official Nexon private server for Maple or official Nexon MapleStory Classic, but they've said they're not going to do it, and I think it's mostly because the gotcha mechanics would be illegal today that they had back then. So if they did wind up re-releasing MapleStory Classic, they'd have to remove all the microtransactions out of the game. Hey, we've done pretty good. 17 viewers, two concurrent viewers at least. I don't know if it counts myself as being a concurrent viewer, but I've got the nice thing is I updated OBS and now there's a YouTube live control panel, which is cool. It shows you all your viewers, chat rate, stuff like that, concurrent viewers and things like that. So honestly, the weirdly the I guess I shouldn't say weirdly, but the things that always did the best as far as live streaming went, I used to back in like 2017, I used to live stream myself playing Skyrim in the mornings before I went to work. So I used to play Skyrim, and I'd get like I remember one day I got like 70 plus people, like 70 plus concurrent viewers, and I was like, why the hell are you guys watching me play Skyrim? They're like, I don't know, gotta do something before going to school, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm old. Oh yeah, I guess I could just do this, huh? Oh my god, they're Admiral Pies. Are Admiral Pies in this game, or is it just a fishing potion? Also, one thing that I do like about some of the private servers, and I feel like that's something that can be added client side so that it doesn't actually affect the server, is a lot of the private servers have an option when you click on the skill, it'll actually bring up this like the skill boxes from RuneScape 2. I don't mind going to the wiki to look at things, but I do wish that when you clicked on one of these, it would just take you to the wiki, and I'm sure that's something that can be implemented client side. What do I need herblore wise to make that? Because I'm not gonna lie, I would definitely make some fishing potions to make this shit a lot easier. No way, 50 herblore. Oh, no way am I doing that. That's higher than I need to get anyway. Oh my god, that's insane. Yeah, there is no fucking way I'm training that. That's bonkers. So I wonder if I just don't, if I'm not seeing that as an option in here. I mean, if you want to, I'm not against people giving me stuff. Like I traded, some guy gave me a rune two-hander to for me to show him my coal mining spot. I was mining coal in Arty. I still have to do I have a big grind video to upload where I was like grinding fire making, wood cutting, mining, but the mining video is like 8 hours long. But I did trade a rune two hand. Some guy traded me a rune two-hander for me to show him the Arty sewer mine spot. So I'm not against people giving me stuff, but I'll take them. I'll take a few if you're willing to give me some. Um, as long as people aren't like giving me gear and stuff for free, like that, I feel like that's a little bit cheating. I mean, I never said that I couldn't do that. My rules were only completing Legends Quest and killing KBD. Also want to eventually complete all of the quests, obviously, but um, I'm not against people giving me stuff, but like materials for herblore, money, unless I'm trading for stuff, that's fine. I don't mind. I'll take some fishing potions though. I don't know if it'd really help me out a ton, but so why the rune plate skirt? Is it better? Oh no, it's not. It looked like a plate skirt when I was zoomed out. I wonder if there's even a I wonder if there's even a reason, if there even is one. Is there actually a rune plate skirt in the game? I'd assume it probably is. Rune plate skirt. Ah, okay. I thought it was. It looked like play legs for a second. Wait, so is there like a reason to wear the plate skirt over the legs? Maybe it's cheaper. Nah, sold at 64K. Oh, you can just swap them. You can swap them. Okay. Ah, the plate skirt would allow you to wear boots. That's why. That's why to pick them. Right. I would assume the plate skirt allows you to wear boots as well, which would make sense a little bit. kind of like how the chainmail allows you to wear gloves or gauntlets. Oh, can't wear boots on here. Okay. Oh no, I'm out of bank space. What the hell? Ah, okay, okay. Wait, how much bank space do we get? Wait a second. I don't actually know how to look at how many bank slots I have. Does it actually even show you? You know, we'll take the bat bones out. We'll withdraw all this extra crap we don't need. Don't need this anymore. 4 pages. Ah, okay. Right. I see. I don't need insect repel anymore, and if I do, I can get more. I need all of these. I need all of those that I can get. All the gems. I don't think I need the black candle anymore, though it does look cool. I was trying to sell these beads, but it didn't really seem like there's anybody wanting them. Don't need the bell. I'm going to keep the portrait because it's kind of badass, actually. No flyer needed. Oh, you want the beads? I mean, hey man, if you want to buy them, hell yeah. I spent. I mean, you do not even know how long it took me to farm those fucking beads at Karamja. I mean, I legitimately was there for so long. I don't know if it comes that way across that way in the video, but I was there for so freaking long. I mean, I got like I had multiple of every bead except for red. I had like 5, 6, 7, 8 of each bead, and this is what I have left after selling most of them. They oh shit, nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I spent like probably 9, 10 hours farming those beads just for the red bead drop. I don't think it was 9 or 10 hours, but it was definitely about 8 hours. I was there probably farming beads. I was also really low combat, and I think I took like a bow with me just to try to make it a little bit easier so I could range them, because they kept running from me, and not having any run, the ability to run was kind of hurt a little bit. Yeah, I do not have very much gold. I nuked my entire cash stack. I nuked my entire cash stack to buy Rune, to buy the Rune Battle Axe. I bought a Rune two-hander, although I did get one for free, so it's kind of worthless I bought one. And I used my ult to buy 60 mage. Used my ult to buy 60 mage at the Rune shop. So, oh, nice. Oh, shit! Oh, for real? Hell yeah, man. Oh, I mean, I appreciate it. I'm sure the cracker was worth more than, was worth more. What'd you get? What party hat did you get? I hope you got a purple. I think purple's the rarest, right? So, I hope you got a purple party hat out of that. I think it's the rarest. Let me pull up the price guide real quick. I think they're all about the same. Oh, and it gave me a slice of cake. I'm looking at the guide at the moment. Oh shit, actually purple and blue are the most expensive. So, It currently says blue's going for about a mil. So, hey, we got lucky. There's all my RNG for a year. Wait, what'd you wind up? Did you wind up getting purple? Oh, it only goes to one player. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, hey, you know what? I'll take it. We didn't get the most expensive party hat, but we got the second most expensive, so that's pretty dope. Damn, the purple is 3.5 mil. No wonder people were duping the party hats back in the day. Woo, party time. Well, I guess I'll wear that, and I'll let me bank the potions real quick. Well, I will say it's honestly nice of the mods that they let the party hats ride, because now the dupe that I've talked about in some of my videos. I don't know if I've actually don't know if it's ever made it into any of my videos, but there was during January of 2023 a pretty big dupe that was going on Uranium. It wasn't a big deal on this server because most people were just duping the party hats. But on Uranium, they were duping like big items like swords. Let me see. Oh, hold on. I gotta free up some bank space, some of my bag space here. Oh, more potions. Okay, sweet. Yeah, they now the dupe was ironically something that was in RS Classic already. Um, yeah, they let the party hats ride on this server, but they did roll back. I think it's Uranium, the botting server. They did roll that back, or it's Cabbage or whatever it's called. So. Nice. Well, yeah, I appreciate the potions. That'll help me out a little bit. Maybe make it go by just a little bit quicker. Because I do need to head over to the smoke shop and pick up a vape. Probably shouldn't vape, but you know, some habits die hard. Um, but yeah, the fishing grind's kind of boring, you know. But I figured it'd be some good content to stream at least. Have some fun doing that. And we get a cool party hat, even though kind of looks a little goofy. It looks not half bad this way though. We'll when your character stands like this, he looks high as shit. I'm gonna print screen this real quick. Get me a new snapshot for oh. It'll give me a new snapshot, because pretty much anytime that you see like my character in a video, all I do is I print screen, I zoom in real far, print screen, go into paint.net. You can use, there's like the magic wand tool. You can delete most of the background, but then you have to go in kind of meticulously. I use white boxes, but so you can use white, because you know, RuneScape Classic, the good thing is it's all pixelated, super pixelated. Like, can't really see it right there. It's super pixelated, but like you see that, you could just cover that up with a white box. All these with white boxes to make a perfectly outlined character. So I kind of, honestly, I think once I'm done with Legends Quest and KBD, like, I would be down to try to do some PKing, but I think most people do pretty low level wildy fights. I'm sure there's probably tiered fights like later on, but What format do I save? Like, what do you mean for transparency? Like, what format do I save like my pictures at? Like my thumbnails and stuff? Uh, I guess I can pull it up here. Let me not break my computer here real quick. All right, this should show you guys. It should show you this real quick. So if we're looking, we'll go back up here real quick. Go to my pictures, RuneScape Classic. So I save on the base. Like, we'll look at the new player guide that I did. So open this up. This is the paint.net project file, which it'll save all of your layers. So like if I wanted to go here, like I could disable all the layers and just see like this specific bit right here. So like I could just go and like I could just like grab this and like copy it. You can make a new one here and then okay. Alright, not do that. And do this, be on the correct layer, and then I make another one so you have a transparent layer, and then you can just get rid of that, and then you have that. So, but as far as and I think I had that. I think I had it like this instead. As far as saving stuff, I just save it as a PNG file. So you go here. I just do PNG. I don't do JPEG. I don't do bitmaps, GIFs, anything like that. You could do the web photo file, I think is what it is, but I just do PNG. Just it's the one right there at the top. Yeah, I save it as a PNG. Yeah, Paint.net's free. They've got a free. There's an add-on that so like once let's say you take the screenshot of your character and you've gone through meticulously like cut out your character. Actually, you know what? I could just show you real quick how I do it. Let me pull up my window again here. So you can come here. The cool thing is Windows saves all your screenshots in here on your main account, but we can just copy. Let's do a new. So we can just edit from here. So if you ever are not sure where your screenshots are, Windows will save them by default. So let's do this. This is normally what I do. Go here and then just start taking it back till you've got most of it can be deleted. Looks like we're pretty good there. We're not cutting anything off. And then we can delete this, and this. Just and then we can go back to the magic wand tool, and you can cut out those pieces. It really depends. Sometimes if your character's flipped around, the arms need to be cut out, and you can just delete them. And then there you go. I mean, so this went way smoother than it really probably had any right to. So then what I do usually is I will reselect it. If you do a new one, it'll do it based on that size. So then you can come here. This is where I usually. This is an add-on for Paint.net that I found to do outlines. So you can do outline object. I'm a big fan of the gold, of like the yellow, like the orangish gold. You could do like blue. Obviously, you can do like that's how I did the purple. Actually, that one's not bad. Actually, that kind of like pinkish color. You could do white. Usually, if I was gonna do that, we'll just drop it down by 1. So you do a single line, do a hard single line, and then we'll do it again. And then this is where I'd pick another color probably. Like you could do white. Here, this would actually be able to see it better. So then there you go. Now you have a cool little outlined character and stuff. Hopefully that's coming through for you. So gives you a cool like outlined character. I might actually do that as purple. And then I delete this. And then just save it. Should be here. And then this is where I had all of my characters over time, like when I was just had black armor, you know. Then when I did the cutouts for my Quest Extravaganza video, probably the best one that I did as far as thumbnails were. Let me see if I have the project file for them. This one was tough. So was this one, the holiest of grails. So this one was tough because I had to edit my character, because obviously there's no animations, there's no emotes in the game. So I had to like make the character's arm be up here, and then I literally just rebuilt his body. You can kind of see like it's one color black here, and then it's pretty much all the same color black over here. Came out really good, personally. But that wasn't the final one. I redid it, and when I did this one. And so I had to like, what I did is, you can actually see his legs are here. So I just cut the legs there and put that put that behind the table. I probably should have deleted the legs. Honestly, I kind of disrespected Merlin, because Merlin should have been in there. But yeah, I would look up the outline tool for Paint.net. That's what I used. I saw a lot of YouTubers would like outline text, would outline pictures and stuff, and it kind of made it pop a little bit more. I didn't know how to do it, and then I looked up. I was like, is there an outline tool for Paint.net? And then there's yeah, you can find it on the internet. It was specifically by Pyro something. But yeah, I mean, once you learn your photo editing program, like I downloaded the RuneScape text font, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what format it comes in, like RTF or something like that. You can download the Rune 2007 Scape font. That's how I have the RuneScape looking font. But yeah, I mean, once you've learned your editing program, it becomes a lot easier. The thumbnails really don't take me that long now. Once I have an idea, in mind, like it doesn't take me long to crack a thumbnail out. I would say mostly the big thing with thumbnails is finding a way to make everything big enough that making everything look big enough that it pops and it shows well on the thumbnail on YouTube. Because I liked the RuneScape font for the new player guide, but my problem was that it just didn't really pop all that well, I felt like. So I threw the RuneScape, like the OG RuneScape thing over top. But I think if I was to go back and redo it, I would go back through the RuneScape picture and maybe draw a black line to kind of make it pop a little bit more. Because unfortunately with RuneScape, I mean, you know, if you click log out, like this is what's on my new player guide, but you see how it's gray on gray? Here it looks fine because it's really big, but when you're talking about a YouTube thumbnail that's already kind of small, it's one of the reasons why I pretty much outline most of my stuff. I actually think it's funny because on my RuneScape Classic Adventures, the RuneScape Classic Adventures is outlined in black, but you can't see it because it's usually on a black background. But I should have gone through it I will say the new player guide was probably the coolest. Was probably the coolest thumbnail that I made. Because that one was a little different. Actually, I don't know if that's going to come back up again. This one was kind of hard because I had to rotate the map. So this was actually the 2D picture. Let's see if it'll actually allow me to do it. I think it's in here. Maybe it was here. Um, Here it is. Under layers, rotate and zoom. And then up here you can do like rolling. Like you can roll it here, you know. You could rotate it. Maybe that wasn't it. Maybe it was this one. You can like rotate the picture. And then I cut out Tutorial Island, and then I put a glow. So not only did I outline it in yellow, but then I put a glow behind it. Same thing I did with Tutorial Island. So yeah, you know mine for iron, RD sewer mine for coal. I assume the only reason people don't use the RD sewer mine is because you need 31 thieving to actually pick the lock on the door, and you need to be, I believe, level 49 combat to outlevel the zombies that are in there. So probably most people, if they're mining, it's going to be on an alt of some kind. Um, So yeah, I figure that's probably why I don't see a lot of people at the RD. Well, I didn't see anybody at the RD sewer mine, but it's pretty good. I mean, if you're on a main account, it's pretty nice. So yeah, I will never use Adobe software, especially now with their new terms and conditions. It pretty much gives them free reign to use anything that you make with Adobe. They can just take it without your consent. They don't, well, essentially not without your consent, but they don't need your consent to use your works anymore, which means they could take it and use it to help further their AI. They could use it in advertisement of their software, essentially however they want. So I love Paint.net. It's completely free. I recommend it. I mean, you can make thumbnails to look as good as the biggest YouTubers make in Paint.net. I mean, I literally, when I was doing World League of Legends content for Worlds last year, a lot of my thumbnails wound up looking pretty decent. I thought, at least as good as like what other people were doing. Yeah, so I apologize that it's super boring, but you know, I gotta fish to 53 at some point, so I may as well stock up on a good amount of food. And I literally didn't use my brew at all. Okay, you know, full retard moment. I mean, full restarted moment. Uh, don't tell YouTube I said a bad word. Wait, hold up. The move thing can pop up in the. That's hilarious that the move thing can pop up. I'll probably grind to 53 or to 52 because we're not too far off. We're only about an hour away. Um, but yeah, I mean, here's the good thing. We're getting the fishing grind out of the way now, which means that that'll leave us open to a lot cooler content. I mean, I do plan. I feel like I want to add some more things to the series, like grinding for all the guilds, trying to unlock all the guilds. I think it would be pretty cool. I've already got cooking guild unlocked. Fishing guild is one of the others. I don't know about. Is there any other guilds besides Legends Guild? Obviously. Yes, I believe I do. I might. I'll be willing to sell it on the cheap. I need to free up some bank space, so oops. You know, I'll say this. I think we should take away the 15-second time limit on all chat. I know some people dislike all chat, but if there wasn't all chat, this game would be really boring. And I wouldn't have met some of the people I've met on here that I've added to my friends list and stuff that have been really, really nice. Been really helpful with information and stuff. So, as much as people dislike all chat, I think it's an awesome feature and I'm really glad it's in the game. I may have sold my myth armor because I don't think I even bought myth armor. I think I went straight from pretty sure I went straight from black to Addy. Um, yeah, I don't think I wound up even getting myth armor actually. I do have full black armor though. But black armor is actually probably more expensive than mithril armor because you can buy myth armor. I don't even think you can. Well, no, you can buy black armor on here. I think. Now, I'll be honest. I did want to just like I did want to keep my account as low defense as possible, but yeah, if I knew the price that party hat was, I probably would have freaked out a lot more than I did. But that's still cool. I appreciate it. Thank you a lot for using a Christmas cracker on me. If anything, this party hat will fund my dwarf cannon in the future. Let me see. We'll go over here. Come on, catch us a lobster. Alright, so it doesn't last very long, the potions at least. Alright, let me, oh. Let's see. I do have a mithril kite. I don't know how I got this, but Let's grab out all the black armor. I have this, and I think it's... And I have a mithril helmet. So I bought all the mithril stuff I could afford, at least. Because you can buy all the way up to adamant full helm. You can buy all the way up to adamant full helm from Poeskey's shop, and you can buy the mithril kite from Falador. But people were buying it out for a while, so I think eventually I just had to come back, or maybe I bought the mithril kite. I don't remember. So where does that leave us on food? So I've got about 368. I was doing tuna for a while. Honestly, cooking is really quick. So I'll be honest. I think that we should price party hats as being the most expensive item in your bag, so if you die, you don't lose it. But I can understand that within the context of the game, it's not really worth a ton. Oh, I should maybe wait over here. I should just wait over here. Dude, I am stupid hungry right now. I ate Indian food yesterday and my stomach's been all fucked up, but I'm like really hungry. But I don't want to eat more because I'm tired of shitting my brains out. But yeah, the advice for using OpenRSC to do first-person view was awesome because I felt like I got a lot of really good shots. Once I kind of got my groove down on how to work it and how to get a good angle and a good shot on it, I think they came out. I think they came out really nice, especially that long shot of Artie. I thought that one looked really good. Honestly, I loved how my intro for the new player guide came out. I know not a lot of people aren't new players here, but maybe hopefully it'll intrigue enough people with how different the game is that they might give it a go. I figured that would probably be as far as I could tell, there weren't really any new player guides for Classic that aren't way out of date because it's all based around OG Jagex Classic. Hey, we've gotten 37 views though. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, if we can manage to grab that many views like just on a weekend, that's awesome. Yeah, planks. Oh man, I was so sick with steel nails when I realized I was 2 smithing levels off from being able to make steel nails. Oh my god, dude, I was so livid, and it was just like such a random thing, but like I was so pressed about it. So bless the person that came and gave me some steel nails. Appreciate it. They didn't have to do that, but helped me out. Helped me out quite a bit. Yeah, I think so too. I think the first person view came out really nice. Definitely made it look more professional. Like, definitely looked more like the. All right, It drained after about. Looks like it goes one because it goes 3 levels, right? Looks like it's about 1 level every 30 seconds. So probably, yeah, probably about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I'd imagine. Honestly, I'm probably going to keep the fishing potions, at least one of them, so that when I'm really close to being able to get into the fishing guild. Oh, wait, I could just boost. What am I doing? I can just boost for Legends Quest. What the hell am I doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, I could boost for Heroes Quest. Ah, right. Okay, yeah. You know what? So it's worth having an alt then, I suppose. Yeah, that actually is a good idea. I didn't even think about that. That's a good thought. Some good thinking on that one. I could actually look up potion terrain here real quick. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I don't see anything on the wikis mentioning how fast it drains, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, I wanted to get some overhead shots and some first person shots of Elvarg's lair, but the problem is when you're on open RSC, if you're using first person, you can't fight combat in first person. So if you get into combat, you'll be stuck there. So it would have been kind of hard to get a good first person shot of that area. Um, but I mean, I suppose I could grind my other character and kind of make it a tank. Oh, let me see if they message me. Yeah, you would need a tank to distract the skeletons and stuff. I kind of wish what you could do like how you can shift and move on RSC Plus. That unfortunately I guess is not a thing on OpenRSC. So what I wish you could do is be in first person and then just shift move your camera like you can on RSC Plus, and then you could first person shift move through an area. That would be really cool, and it would make it a lot easier to do those. But yeah, it took me a little fiddling around with like movement and stuff to really, cause like certain areas you can't walk really far. Like even using the map, it would still show clicks like on this portion. So some of the stuff like the zooming out of Lumbridge didn't go as smoothly as I wanted it to. Yeah, I was kind of surprised there's not a first-person view on RSC Plus, but maybe I could message the developer because I think he still puts out updates now. I mean, they obviously closed up shop when Jagex closed up the servers, but I want to say he's been putting out updates for it again since OpenRSC's been out, or at least since people have been using it on OpenRSC. So there is always the possibility that I could just message the guy and be like, "Hey, how tough would it be for you to import the first-person view option from the OpenRSC client to this one?" Because then that way we would also get the shift move, and then it'd be it'd be pretty nice. But yeah, in all fairness, Open RSC Plus was made. RSC Plus was made to be used on the official servers, so it would make sense that some stuff like first-person view wouldn't have been a possibility back then. But actually, who knows? So if I want to save Taurus Trap for last, I'm gonna need to grind a metric fuck ton of feathers, because I'm telling you right now, I could not afford to buy runes from other players to go from 40 to 60. The difference is, and I think I did the math here in my notebook somewhere. I believe in total it cost me less than 80,000 GP to buy the 10,000 air runes and the 5,000 mine runes. But if I was to buy those like on server prices, it would have cost me almost 300k. And I could not afford that, not even in the slightest. So I can tell you, I definitely can't afford the feathers I need. So what I'm going to do is probably, I don't even know, I'll probably just go I'll go train strength or something there. I don't know. I was trying to think of something I could train, like maybe ranged, which it's already a 40 anyway, so if I was going to train ranged, I'd probably go back to sewer rats again, or dungeon rats. So at least I have I can make a little bit of money back. I could sell my Rune 2-hander, because that goes for like about, I could sell that for probably about 50k, 45, 50k. They give me a little bit of money back, but I'm at this point now where the biggest grinds are over. I have best in slot armor. I don't have a Rune plate body, although that would be, I probably should have bought that instead of the chainmail. And I definitely should not have bought the chainmail from the shop, but I wanted to at least buy those. I wanted to at least buy stuff from the shop when I could. I have 60 magic banked, so I could go grind 60 magic. But I actually have an interesting option for training magic that I want to try. So um, I have an interesting option for that. I'm not going to give it away yet because no offense to other people. There are a lot of good people on the server, but there's only one world, so I don't want to give away training spots. Oh, that's so funny. I never even thought about doing that, by the way, to teleport people. Hey, I got free bones out of it, though. Hell yeah. That'd be so funny if I got a prayer level off that. But, nah, we're pretty far away from getting another prayer level. Nice. That'd be really helpful for me because if I do want to grind for 65 fishing, which honestly, once I'm done with 53, I think I'm going to go back to tuna and probably keep doing tuna. It's super quick. I mean, it was super quick doing tuna. And that should get me to 65 pretty nice. Oh. Yeah, that's just ignorance there. I assume it's probably lobsters and up that can be certed. I don't really know much about certification because that's not something I've ever. It's not part of the newer games, so it's not really something I've had to deal with as far as certs. Let's go look at certs though. Lobsters, swordfish, bass. Yeah, looks like it's lobsters and onwards. So, yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, let's go look at this real quick. Dueling. I'm trying to remember what the original timer was for death timers in this game. I actually don't remember. Yeah, kind of. I'm kind of going for the prereqs on Legends. Really, that's my aim right now, is to do all the prereqs for Legends. Um, I mostly just wanted to fish lobsters to kind of build my bank back up a little bit, but um, yeah, I'm pretty much just doing the prereqs for Legends right now. Herblore is going to be one that kills me. So is Agility. Fishing, I'm almost done. Cooking's not going to be too bad because I'm going to probably cook all my lobsters. And then if I don't sell the lobsters, which I probably will because I have a ton of tuna already. Um, well, actually, I could start doing swordfish too because I've got 50 fishing. But once I finish the prereqs for Legends Quest, well, I say finish. I'm not really that close to finishing them. I'm working on fishing. I've got 60 magic banked. I'm close to smithing. Mining's are obviously already done. Yeah, crafting is kind of where I'm stuck in my what I can't remember what they called it, a decision. I'm in this like it's like this decision circle that I'm stuck in. So I could either go finish Taurus Trap, that would get me high enough to smithing that with what I have banked, I could get to 40 smithing, which would allow me to start smithing gold bars because I just don't really have the cash stack to afford to buy gold bars. Um, I could go keep doing cows till like 30, but that would probably take me a while. Doing leather items. But I'm stuck with either grinding mining even farther so that I could just straight up get smithing to 40 raw without doing Taurus Trap. Because I calculated the XP from 32, I think it would get me to like 36, and then from 36, I had enough to get to 40 smithing. But if I complete Taurus Trap, then that locks me out of the best fletching XP in the game. So I have magic banked, so I have some options, some theories, some thoughts on where I could go to train magic. I have a couple different spots that I'm tempted on doing. I do want to go train ranged a little bit more, like go to greater demons and just fight greater demons until hopefully I get a rune full helm or a rune large helmet drop. Because I currently only have Addy, I don't have rune. And I won't be buying any off people. That's something I want to grind for myself. I could do lesser demons and get a medium helm drop, but it kind of looks a little goofy in my opinion. I think I have everything for Lost City completed. I think I was missing one thing for Lost City. Oh, I needed 31 crafting. That's what I needed, and 36 wood cutting. So I was working on the wood cutting in. Oh, actually, I already have 36. Never mind. I think I was grinding for 40 wood cutting for some reason. I can't tell you why I was doing that, but I had the wood cutting done for Lost City. And I need 50 anyway for Legends. I'm going to be honest, it looks like most Legends quest requirements are going to be 50 plus, so. But woodcutting will get me a ton of logs. I have a bunch right now, and my plan was to just chop normal logs so that I could craft arrows, since I can make at least steel arrows right now if I wanted to. And then I'd probably not feel too bad about going to train train ranged at the greater demons, but I've got I've got Sea Slug fire making out of the way. Smithing, again, I'm in this weird decision cycle where I could either it just makes me realize I'm gonna have to it just makes me realize I'm gonna have to grind a lot more a lot more mining to get to 40 than I was hoping. And the reason that I had to grind so much mining was because I don't want to smith my steel bars. So all of my smithing XP I'm calculating off simply smelting the bars. So because my plan was to turn all of my steel bars into cannonballs and then use the cannon later on at maybe blue dragons to grind out some blue dragons a little bit more. Now, I don't know if you have to sit there and auto fire. I don't know if the cannon auto fires. From what I can tell, it does not auto fire. So I would have to sit there and continuously load up the cannon. But yeah, I'm pretty much just working on Legends Quest prereqs right now, or other quest prereqs. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer. I know that. I know that's gonna take me a lot longer, but it's either that or I could do. It's either that or I could do steel arrowheads. It would make my range training go by a lot quicker. Still risky going out to greater demons, but I don't think anybody would probably mess with me out there. Or I could just ask for my stuff back. It would also, well, it wouldn't let me to grind prayer anymore. 37 prayer has been grinded out. So honestly, I could go finish all the other quests right now. Paralyzed Monster is OP. That is a super broken ability. Kind of wanted to get strength to like at least 50. But I'll need feathers for fleshing anyway. So yeah, crafting's gonna be the one that's gonna be a bitch. That's really why I was planning out my smithing grind, just because of the fact I need 40 to smith gold bars, which I didn't think about. Now, gold bars aren't insanely expensive. I mean, it looks like they go for about 100 gold pieces a piece from the price guide, but yeah, still I think it was gonna take me 510. I was gonna have to smelt 510 steel bars to get from, I think it was 36 to 40 smithing. Whatever the double Taurus trap XP drop on top of 32, which maybe that was 37, maybe it was 35, 36. I needed 510 steel bars to get me to 40 from there. So I'd have to look at how much it would be from there. Oh, don't fish anything. No, damn it. Run, buddy, run. Now, to be fair, I could sell my party hat for about 1,000,000 GP, and that would probably last me the rest of the game. But I'm gonna keep it. I'd rather earn my money, since I didn't pay for it and it wasn't given to me for free. I assume the purple is rare because it has a. I assume the purple has the lowest chance to pull from a Christmas cracker. So almost 400, nice. I've also actually mining coal would probably Mining coal wouldn't be too bad because I would get a lot more. I'd get a lot more. I'd get a lot more gems from that. So with crafting in mind, I've also been tempted to grind for 75 thieving so I can thieve the gem stall. So thieving also would help me build my cash stack back up because now that I'm 46, which I pretty much was just thieving from Alcrid warriors. Because actually, Alcrid is a really nice area to train in the beginning. So it's actually kind of disappointing that it's not really the best area. Nobody really trains there in standard RuneScape, but I must have been training to 50 for a reason, so let's go find out why that is. I think I was training for 55 for nights. I was also tempted to do rogues as well, but and they actually have some really nice herb drops as well. So Raynars are uncommon, Irrits, Harlanders, Terramin, Marintils. So a lot of good options there. A lot of good options there as well. I chose to do. Oh, you know what? You're actually right. I was doing Falador for my smelting, but you're actually right. Alcrid is actually the best place to do smelting. Now I think about it. Nice. I'm gonna go take a peep at those real quick. Just a little sidebar, everybody. We're gonna go check out the calcs here. All right. I got you. I got you. What do you use to do you use Apache to host your website, or do you have like an official paid website that you have hosted by somebody? I used to use Apache whenever I needed, like when my high school started banning like Flash game websites. I would download all the Flash game stuff and then I would just start hosting it on my own website. I actually made a full in web browser Minecraft server. So it was just a continuously ran server, and then I managed to build a client for the web browser, and then you would just type in your name, and then it would load that character up for you. So it was pretty cool. I wish I would have saved it, like backed it up somewhere, because it's actually kind of impressive that I managed to get it to work. But I don't. I assume you probably use like a paid for online web publisher versus like doing something like Apache. So I'd need 554 steel bars. Wait, that can't be right. Ah, smithing. Okay. Now specifically smelting. I'd need 1,118. Oh, wow, really? $9? Damn. I paid more than that for a professional site, but my business site, when I was started doing my electronics repair stuff, I paid for a business page because it came with a free business email, and there were like different places giving out free stuff, but you had to have a business email. So I paid like $15 for a year of a very basic web page, very basic, like literally just a page where I could redirect people to my Facebook page. But that's nice. Yeah, $9 for a year is a great deal. I had an old laptop I had set up as an Apache server, and I used no IP. So the reason I had to do Apache actually it brings me to a point. I used no IP to like redirect my IP address. So obviously I didn't want to just give out my like my proper like ISP IP address. So I used no IP to hide it. And the reason I had to use no IP. Ah, okay, I got you. And especially if it's a web host where you have to make everything and like they don't provide templates and stuff, it's usually a lot cheaper. But the reason I had to use Apache and no IP to like mask my IP address was because the school kept banning the IPs. The school kept banning the IP addresses. So, yep. So I had to mask the IP address so they wouldn't figure it out. Oh, I'm so close to 52, and then I can take a break. I'll probably be taking a break once I hit 52, because I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. Um, I can go grab a vape, maybe grab some lunch or something. But we've had a lot of viewers. We had 57 people viewed our stream, which is great. Um, I kind of wish I would have plugged some more stuff, but or like maybe there was a way on streams to have you can add cards now. I miss the days YouTube used to have options where you could put like a box over something that people could click on, and it could be like a link to something, a link to someone else's YouTube channel. Now they have cards. I still miss the boxes. I think that was an option that really should have stayed around. But they have cards, and I wish I could add cards over my stream so I could like link to other people's YouTube channels like Beast Fable. I could link to like Zooers, some of like the other content creators that do classic content that I know of. I could link to like Spinach Roll. I could link to Open RSC, things like that. So link to my channel, other videos. So I need 1,187 steel bars. I have about half that already collected. Um, I have about half of the iron I need, and I have half the coal. So that definitely could be something I go and grind for once we finish 53 fishing. Um, all right, let's go. Let's go check it out. Let's go see. All right, we'll pull up Opera. We're already on Spinach Roll. Let's go give it a whirl. Let's just do 52 because I'm really close to it. So let's say 65. Alright, so currently we're catching at a 20% catch rate. Tuna. Interesting. Tuna's a lower. Ah. This is what you were talking about earlier. Because while it's technically not 12.98%, it's technically 22.9. It's actually 23%. Because you have a 12.9% chance of catching tuna and a 10.16% chance of catching swordfish, so they kind of combine together. Right. I see what you were saying earlier about that. So let's see what it would be at 49. Tuna at 14. Let's just see what it'd be to 65. Holy crap. Yeah, for the longest time, I thought you had to. I didn't realize that the fatigue drained down. I would do this multiple times to get my fatigue to 0. So, hey, great to know that. Great to know that, to be honest. um, how many more we need? 10. Oh, I don't have the bank. I don't have the bag space, and I'm not willing to drop them on the ground. So, at least at level 30, with the rune axe, I was always one ticking normal logs. So, I don't know what the percent chance to fail other trees are, but I know at least normal logs, you one tick them at least by 30. But I can't be sure. I didn't realize that there was no level requirement for a rune axe. So the whole time, I spent a whole video grinding smithing to make a steel axe, only to then realize later on that I didn't need to do that. I could have just been using rune the whole time. So pretty funny. Pretty funny. Well, maybe not for me, but for everybody else, it probably was pretty funny. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like the chances combined. Kind of makes it a little bit higher. I'm actually surprised that the swordfish catch rate, like percent chance to catch, is as high as it is. Yeah, I definitely kind of regret not streaming when I did Dragon Slayer, because that would have been fun. I think people would have had a blast with that. Watch me damn near lose my mind. Almost got one shot. Yeah, the I almost shit my pants when I dropped to 11. I was like, please don't one tap me, please don't one tap me, and then yeah, luckily I did not get one tapped. I was being way too overconfident going into that fight, and it almost cost me. Oh shoot! Whoopsies. Yeah, fishing's just kind of boring. I kind of figured I didn't want to sit here and record and then have to edit through a bunch of fishing stuff, so I figured it'd be a good way to test the stream and stuff. So looks like it's streaming pretty well for the most part. And I have a fuck ton of quests to do, so there will be plenty of questing content to come in the future. That's for sure. Legends, oh god, Heroes Quest. I'm just saying, Heroes Quest is gonna be a hoot. I will definitely be getting messed up during Heroes Quest. That's a fact. I am very nervous about doing Heroes Quest. It's mostly just about potentially losing like expensive gear, but that's the fun thing about RuneScape is it's very that's the whole point is dying and getting your stuff back and stuff. Yeah, I mean we've been getting a decent amount of views, 61 views so far, which is pretty good. I mean that's better than like some of my videos have done in months of them being up. Also, I need to go look actually because you need to be careful when using RuneScape music. Jagex actually has a little thing to put in the description of your videos. If you're using RuneScape music, some of my stuff, now they didn't get hit with copyright strikes, but we can go look at my stuff. Oh, what? That's weird. Do I have? Oh, I think it's because I'm signed in. Ah, well, we can't look at it. Never mind. Never mind. Can't look at it. It's because I'm signed in on OBS right now, so it's probably not going to let me look at that stuff. But it hit me. It pulled a copyright on my one of my videos. Hey, 52 fishing. Let's go. I can take a break. Yeah, it hit me with some copyrights on my videos, and not copyright strikes, but they just pop up as copyrights, like that it links it as copyrighted material, and it was always Harmony. So I just have started adding in the thing on my videos. I disputed one of them, but I should go look if that dispute has gone away yet. I mean, it is all technically licensed music. Hey, 420. It is all licensed music, like not like free. Like they've said it's free to use. They don't care if people use their content. They actually encourage people to make content and stuff just because it helps drive the game. And hopefully maybe streaming will help build up a little bit more of the vanilla community, because Dynasty has a really big server pop, and I know for a while that I know this server had a huge server population for a while, and then them having to close for like a week or so to fix the bug, because I think they closed all the servers at the same time, kind of hampered the player base. But honestly, 50 to 70 viewers, I mean 50 to 70 players is damn good. That's way better than OG Classic ever had. OG Classic probably had like 10 to 15 maybe, and then the veteran worlds had about 15 players on there. Now, to be fair, the veteran worlds were locked to only people that had O3 accounts, but still. Alright, I'm gonna take me a nice little break. We streamed for what, like 2.5 hours? It's pretty good. When I come back, I will probably finish the grind for 53 fishing. Probably go grab some food, maybe. Get my vape. Hopefully we'll be a little bit faster fishing now. So the guide said I'll be catching that at about 20.3. 51 was 19.92. And then I can figure out, I can calculate probably how much I'll need. I probably won't grind to 65 yet. I'm gonna go finish like some other things I wanted to do. But yep, guys, hey, I appreciate everybody that came out and watched the stream. All the 63 people that viewed it. Shout out to Christoph and Leon. I don't know what your actual name would be within the server. If it's Leon, hey, that helps. But shout out to everybody that came and watched it. 63 views is damn good. It's probably the best a stream of mine has done in quite a while. Besides when I did South Park Stick of Truth last year, and that got quite a lot of views. Very fun game. I want to play Fractured But Whole at some point because I just love that it's like playing South Park, but or it's like you're watching South Park, but you're playing a game. But okay, nice. Let me add you in game real quick. You might already be on my friends list. No, I have a lot. I don't actually know what the max friends is. But yeah, that is going to do it for me for the moment. But I will be back on in a bit. I'm just going to go hit the vape shop, get myself a new vape because I have been dying without any nicotine consumption. Grab me a little bit of some grub, and then we'll be right back at it. I'm definitely dreading doing my grind video when I grinded fire making, wood cutting, and mining. It's a lot of video footage to go through. Not that I dread it, but I get burnt out doing video editing and stuff. So this has been a nice little break. Doing the new player video was nice. Give me a little bit of a break from the game. Streaming will help out a little bit because we'll have an easy place to pull from. Plus, I'll be able to get direct feedback for anybody that watches it. But yeah, guys, appreciate everybody that came out and watched, and I will see you guys in a bit.